Have you ever wondered what to say during the very first minute of meeting a woman? Whether she's someone you just met or someone you've seen before, the first minute often shapes the entire interaction. Many people believe they need a perfect opening line or a memorized script, but that's rarely what creates a genuine connection. What matters most is how you present yourself, how clearly you communicate your intentions, and how the other person feels while talking with you. The first moments set the tone, and when handled naturally, they can turn an ordinary conversation into one that feels engaging and memorable. A simple greeting is often enough to begin. Introduce yourself, ask her name, and move into a light, curious question. It may sound like casual small talk, but beneath the surface, you're doing something much more important. You're giving the conversation direction. When someone understands why you've approached them, they feel more comfortable engaging with you. If your intention is unclear, people naturally begin filling in the blanks themselves, and that uncertainty can make the interaction feel awkward before it even begins. Your intention doesn't always need to be spoken directly. It can also be communicated through confident eye contact, calm body language, a relaxed tone of voice, and the way you carry yourself. Sometimes a subtle approach works best because the environment allows the conversation to develop naturally. In other situations, where someone is busy or walking quickly, being more direct can make more sense. The important thing is that your actions answer the silent question every person asks when approached. Why are you talking to me? Once the conversation begins, the next step is creating engagement. Instead of asking ordinary questions one after another, turn simple topics into playful moments. A guessing game about where someone is from or a light-hearted observation can make the interaction feel much more enjoyable. Rather than feeling like an interview, the conversation becomes something you're both participating in together. Those shared moments, even small ones, create far stronger connections than a list of predictable questions ever could. Another effective technique is making playful observations or educated guesses. These don't need to be perfectly accurate. The goal is simply to spark curiosity. Instead of asking obvious questions, you can make a thoughtful observation about someone's personality or background and let them respond. This creates intrigue because people naturally enjoy talking about themselves when the conversation feels unique rather than routine. A simple observation often generates more emotion than several ordinary questions combined. Playfulness also changes the energy of a conversation. It isn't about trying too hard to be funny or acting like a comedian. It's about reacting with genuine curiosity, surprise, or amusement instead of giving flat responses. Small changes in your tone, facial expressions, or timing can make an ordinary conversation feel much more engaging. When the interaction stays emotionally dynamic, it remains interesting for both people. As the conversation continues, remembering something mentioned earlier and bringing it back naturally creates a stronger sense of connection. Referencing previous details shows that you're paying attention instead of simply waiting for your turn to speak. These small callbacks make conversations feel connected rather than random and help build familiarity without forcing it. Another useful habit is maintaining a balanced mindset. Instead of trying to impress the other person throughout the conversation, remember that you're also learning about them. When you respond positively to qualities you appreciate or playfully question something they say, it creates a healthier dynamic. The interaction becomes two people getting to know each other instead of one person constantly seeking approval from the other. Once comfort, curiosity, and engagement have developed naturally, moving the conversation forward becomes much easier. Asking about future plans or suggesting another meeting feels natural because trust has already been built. If you skip these earlier steps and immediately ask for contact information or a date, the interaction often feels rushed. Strong conversations follow a natural progression, first building comfort, then creating emotional engagement, and finally moving things forward when the moment feels right. At the end of the day, successful conversations aren't built on memorized scripts or perfect lines. They're built on understanding simple principles like clear intention, playful engagement, thoughtful observations, active listening, and genuine confidence. Once these habits become natural, you no longer have to think about what to say next. Instead, every interaction flows more comfortably, feels more authentic, and creates stronger, more memorable connections.